Most of us are on their way to the 50s. 57 degrees are forecast high in the capital city today. Middle and upper 50s are going to be a good bet for most locations. Again, we're dealing with wind gusts in the ballpark of 25 to 30 miles per hour, so you'll notice that breeze. Winter weather advisories are posted for portions of the Channel 8 viewing area in northern Nebraska and this chunk of real estate right here. And they're only winter weather advisories. Anywhere from 2 to 4 inches could be possible in these shaded counties tomorrow as far as snow accumulations go. Despite that it only includes northern Nebraska, that does not mean that wintry precipitation is not possible elsewhere. It is possible in southeast Nebraska. And here's the general timeline that I'm thinking in Lincoln. Early Tuesday morning, maybe before the morning commute or inching up close to the morning commute, maybe some light drizzle or a brief round of freezing drizzle. That could cause some issues for the morning commute. We're going to hope that that doesn't happen, but it is a possibility. Eventually, we are looking at a transition to snow sometime during the mid to late morning or into the afternoon hours. And then by Tuesday evening, any snow should be winding down. That'll set us up for a mostly clear Wednesday morning. Still some divergence within the computer model simulations, but that general story holds true within most of them. This is Stormcast 10 o'clock tonight. You see some snow already starting to build into portions of the Panhandle in northern Nebraska where we have that winter weather advisory in effect, and snow continues off in northern Nebraska overnight. Some of it starts to spread into central Nebraska early tomorrow morning, but in southeast Nebraska, there's that drizzle, and you see a couple of pinks there. Maybe just a brief period of freezing drizzle, but I think that period will be fairly short, so I'm not thinking we're going to see a lot of ice accumulation, but it could cause a couple of slick spots on the roads. Eventually seeing a transition to snow, which could last through the afternoon, and then I'd say after about the evening commute, any snow chances will come to an end and we start to clear out heading into Tuesday night. As far as accumulations go, as low as 0 inches, but maybe as high as 1 inch. And thinking 1 inch is going to be a tough bet in Lincoln. We'll probably be under that. But the general trend is the farther south you go, the less you see. The farther north, the more you see. Maybe a trace to 2 inches. That trace could very easily verify out towards Columbus, but if things track just right, maybe upwards of 2 inches. Again, the bulk of the snow totals are going to be in northern Nebraska, where 2 to 4 inches could be possible. In this chunk of real estate, maybe 3 to 6 inches out towards the Panhandle. So a couple things to keep in mind. The highest totals will be to the north, and in Lincoln, very little snow is a decent possibility. Don't get your hopes up about seeing a big snow event out of this, and the temperatures are going to fall on Tuesday. Speaking of those temperatures, we're saying a low of 37, but then a high of 37. It's kind of tough to talk about temperatures tomorrow in terms of highs and lows because in the morning we'll see a temperature of 37 degrees, but throughout the day on Tuesday it will just drop. Tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at temperatures in the 20s. Maybe 12 degrees on Wednesday. The low on Wednesday morning just depends on if there's any snow on the ground. Snow tends to cool things off very efficiently. And Wednesday afternoon, it should be a chilly 31 degrees. But if you're not a fan of that chilly weather, wait till Friday. Maybe getting back up close to 60 degrees again.
Yeah, something.